Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Melos Machina. We are here with these brave adventurers continuing their journeys in Jowdeck. We got some stuff going on tonight.
Ooh, yeah.
How y'all doing, friends?
Good. So good.
Ready. Wonderful. Well, before we get into it, hello. Thank you all so very much for being here. Sit back, cuddle up, get ready for the show. A couple of quick announcements. First off, this is the last episode of the month, as we always go dark the last week of the month. However, it comes by so quickly and yet always on time. We are also going to be dark the first week of next month, so we will not be here March 4th. Reasons. It's okay. We just take a break. Everyone needs a break. We all need a break right around now.
After February? Yeah.
So yes, we will miss you, but we will be back the following week. So thank you all very much for your understanding. I think that is the only announcement that I had, aside from the ongoing message of the ongoing sponsor of Melos Machina, Cantrip Candles. Ben, take it away.
Cantrip Candles. Yes, thank you to our returning sponsor, Cantrip Candles. Tonight, I figured we should promo Javid, the Steward of Knowledge, since we've been spending so much time at the Aetergogue and we met Knowledge Daddy last week. So if you want to get your own Knowledge Daddy, you can get Javid, who has notes of frankincense, warm sands, and metallic copper. It's a little bit more of a nuanced scent, very elevated, if you will. So it's something that you can burn pretty much any time. It goes great with Library Scriptorium. So I highly recommend that pairing. If you want to snag it, you can go to cantripcandles.com using the link that is going through chat right now. You're going to have to copy and paste it and then use our code APAC for a discount at checkout. And if you want to burn something while you watch this later or now and you have it, we're currently burning Potion of Flight in studio tonight.
It's amazing.
And it's great. Notes of crane flower, green tea, and sandalwood to, comfort us in our times of need. Sorry, Aeren.
Look, I'm just going to say, and I'm going to tell you all in the post-show hangout what happened. But this week when Scott was doing the writing prep, he came into my office and just said, something happened to me this week while I was writing. And I was like,
Uh-oh.
And I'll just tell you what that is in the post-show hangout. But that was my face. And I was like, cool. So
I wonder what that smells like.
Oh boy.
Also, can I say I have never wanted to get a doctorate, just more so that I could be called Knowledge Daddy.
You don't need a doctorate. It's a vibe.
I will now accept Knowledge Daddy in place of Dungeon Master. If you
okay. Well,
you should not.
No, what have I done?
Keep that in.
I'm Knowledge Daddy.
Yeah.
I take it back.
It's done.
Take it back.
Nope, it's done.
Scott
It's done
is
now.
Knowledge Daddy.
And Knowledge Daddy is in your heart.
It is. Knowledge Daddy.
I'm just picturing Jovek going, your word is determination.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nope. Jovic and Javid sound pretty similar.
I was realizing that, yeah.
It's a good coincidence.
Oh, it does. I didn't even.
Synchronicity.
But yes.
Mhm.
So
Right.
true.
That's right.
Shoot, now I'm going to get them mixed up.
Everybody run up to Jovic, sniff him.
Okay.
What does your knowledge smell like?
On that note.
Yeah. This bit has gone on long enough.
Oh, no.
No bits. 26.
We'll see a
We're going
that's
to
the
go
other
ahead
show.
we have bits on this one.
and dive
This is the
in
serious one, yeah.
to today's episode. Players, are you ready?
Yes.
Oh, more than ever.
Sorry.
Bits.
Oh, no.
We just end it.
When last we met our adventurers, our party had awoken from their first restful night in Saros Manor and made their way to the Aetergogue, where they were reunited with their maesters, some familiar faces but unknown names, and blocked with their endeavors to gain more knowledge. After reporting your findings, or after Finn reported his findings to the Archivist Maester, the party began to concoct a plan as to how to politely and officially request access to the restricted archives of the Aetergogue. But were interrupted when Finn's mentor, Jovic, arrived.
Said knowledge, Daddy.
Knowledge.
Said knowledge daddy.
As
Knowledge Daddy,
aforementioned.
please.
With another reunion and being cut very short with official requests. You made your requests of Jovic for as much information as possible on the workings of Lockheed, potential blueprints of Lockheed, but most importantly, locations for interesting ruins and as many locations as possible for old rail waypoints. Saying he would do what he could, you left the Aetergogue and decided to spend more of your day heading off to the Green Ring to head towards Aeren's family home, the Kiedrithian estate. As you approached the building, with a beautiful view of the Green Ring, Aeren, with of intense familiarity, simply walked up and opened the door. Aeren, you are greeted immediately with the familiar scents and views of the interior grand room of your home. However, standing there, almost expectedly, the figure in a fully black suit, white undershirt, arm raised. You recognize Osmond standing there.
I think my face brightens immediately. Osmond! Oh my goodness.
Young Master Drithrin, your mother said that we would be expecting company. She didn't say who, but told us someone was on the way. Tea has been prepared.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. We have my friends here. Let me make the introductions to everyone. Are mother and father available at the moment?
Yes, father should be on the way. Yes, Dominion is on his way in. Your mother is in the sun room.
Wonderful. Please, everyone, this is Osmond. He's been with our family ever since I can remember. It's wonderful. Seems to know what I need even before I can even think it. And for a family of wizards who dedicate themselves to predicting the future, well.
As you all look, Osmond is a very well put together elf. He has very short, silvery hair, not gray or silver with age, but it appears to be his natural color. Piercing green eyes, angular features. He wears white gloves on his hands. He is the quintessential butler.
Hello, it is nice to meet you.
It is a delight to meet you as well. Welcome to the estate. May I take your coats, your weapons, your anything that you might wish to
I mean, I
relieve
suppose
yourselves
I
of?
have this very heavy bag.
I know. Yeah, I do have the very heavy backpack. Yeah, I mean, we were going to the Aetergogue. Who knows
Yeah.
if I'll need it?
That's
So
true, though. Looks.
probably big
to
heavy
be had.
backpacks. So
I have a big heavy backpack.
Of course, as he takes it, with- there's no adjustment of weight, like as if he is trying to keep the weight. Like he lifts it as if it is nothing.
damn, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you very much. That is very kind of you.
I'll hand him my fur, and I guess I'll hand him my spear too.
As he drapes the fur over the Duaki's backpack, taking your spear in one hand. Anything else that I could take? Your coat.
Yes,
young
please.
master.
That'd be great. Osmond, Finn de Morgan. Pleasure to make your
acquaintance.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. De Morgan.
Thank you for the
Question.
hospitality.
Have we ever seen Finn without his coat on?
Yeah.
He doesn't exist.
I mean, I assume you sleep in it.
Sometimes. On the road, for sure.
Forgive me, I'm Icon Liss.
Pleasure, Icon. Anything else I might take?
I guess I'll take the new gauntlet off. I don't know. It seems weird, and maybe I'll wrap it in my apron and then hand that over.
They are so shiny.
As he begins to, now with all of this...
Sorry, I know
carrying
that's
quite a bit.
a lot.
It's perfectly fine.
I'm Andy. Hi, nice
Pleasure,
to meet
Andy.
you. And that's Chauncey.
Well met, Mr. Chauncey. As he looks down, there is no look of surprise. It's as if this is a regular occurrence for him. And if you would please, your father should be here a moment. As he looks down the hall towards the bedroom. Yes. And as Osmond turns, he heads towards, now the rest of you inside can see this grand hall. Directly ahead of you is a large wall that has a fireplace inlaid into it. Very simple in its design, but to either side there are doors and hallways leading down each length. Directly to either side of you are a set of stairs that curl up around the sides of this room, leading to a second floor. The banisters of these stairs, an intricate inlay of a chain motif, where every so often there are sections of stained glass or colored glass that are almost as pockets of gems within them. Osmond opens up a door that appears to be like a hidden closet. As he presses on it, it opens up as he begins to hang and store your belongings. But as you follow his gaze, you see, as the rest of you sees, a very elderly elf. His eyes are a very soft blue, left of which is foggy. His face wrinkled but still elegant, a long white beard and long white hair draped over his shoulders, wearing a simple but well put together suit as well. It seems as though this is slightly loose fitting, not in that it is ill fitted, but that it is made to be fashionable but comfortable. He moves slow, and you see on his right leg an odd-looking contraption that has been strapped to it. It looks as though it has a connection of tubing and pipes that lead to what almost looks like a filter, similar to the device that you have previously used back in River's Meat exactly.
Oh, the respirator.
But connected to it is a small mask. As Aeren, your father, Dominion.
I think as soon as I see him kind of enter the space, I'll kind of peel away from the group. And I think without giving any type of grandiose presentation of it, I think I just kind of dip into like a very respectful bow. And I'll wait, supplicant, until he acknowledges me.
Son, it is an absolute pleasure to see you again.
It's been far too long since I've walked these halls, Father.
Far too long. How long has it been?
Well over a year, I would say.
Has it?
Yes, it has. Even I've lost track of the days myself because, well, they've been so engaging.
As he eventually reaches you, he places a hand on your shoulder.
I think I'll go now that he's kind of shown that he is with me. I'll kind of walk up to him and kind of just take his hand.
How have your studies been?
They've been wonderful. I've learned so much while I've been away.
Good.
I've met some friends, and I've brought
I
them
can
here.
see that.
I'll make the introductions kind of one by one.
Hello and welcome to our home.
Hello. Thank you for having us.
Are these fellow students? Are these?
No,
This is
though
an interesting lot.
some of them are more studied than the others. We can share pleasantries as much as you will, but why don't we all convene? Where's Mother?
I believe as your father looks towards Osmond. Oh yes, she is in the sunroom, sir. Perfect.
Why don't we go meet her there? I think we can all fit.
I believe so. Yes, it's my understanding that food has been prepared.
Wonderful.
Please come. As he turns, and again, he is slow moving, but you do not see any sort of limp or injury. Just taking his time as he heads towards the door to the left. As you one by one follow. The room that you enter into, the far side, is built with floor-to-ceiling windows that are framed with thick wooden beams, creating almost the sense of like a bird cage. As you look up, the ceiling arches into triangular windows to create a single point at the wall that you have entered past. 5 settees are framed in a pentagon-like design facing the center. From here you have an ideal view of the Green Ring and the lake to the far side. As you enter into this space, Dominion takes a seat towards one of the settees, and as you look towards the wall where he has sat in front of, you can see another fireplace mirroring the one on the main entryway. It is unlit, as was the main hall. Above it, you see a portrait of 3 figures. The figure standing on the left looks to be similar to Dominion, though much younger. The figure to the right is very clearly a slightly younger Aeren. And the figure in the middle, you also see seated before you a elder elven woman. Again, white hair that are cascading down into a braid on one side. Her eyes are not milky in any way like Dominion's. However, she does have some harsh wrinkles and lines. It looks as though she has a soft look on her face, her skin has a bit of a hardened look to it. And as she looks up, I knew this. We were expecting someone.
Greetings, Mother. Hello.
Aeren, it is a pleasure to see you.
I think this time I'll walk right up to her and just embrace her a bit more familiarly.
Oh. And we have guests.
Yes, I've met some wonderful folks along the way whom I thought you would be, well, enthralled to meet. And again, I'll make the introductions one by one. Thank you so much for accepting us so readily. I was not expecting to call upon you today, but, well, there's much to tell you.
I understand. But I've made sure that tea is being prepared for us. It should be ready here any moment now.
Wonderful, wonderful. Have I seen Gwen at all around the house?
Let me open this quick.
Make all of us look at each other.
Do you know one?
I feel like the background of like a play or a musical.
You have not seen Gwen.
Okay. If I would be looking for her as well, as we kind of all as we're all convening, I would just be like kind of clocking and like, okay, are the appropriate people here?
Sure. At the moment, it is looking around. It is your parents
Okay.
who seem to be enjoying their time in the sunroom. your companions, and Osmond is behind, at the door, doing an excellent job of being available but not intrusive.
Cool. If I were to make a very educated guess, being an elf,
Mhm.
how old does one have to be to look the way they do? And
Sure.
then approximately how much time has elapsed since that portrait and where we are now?
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Give me an insight. Your choice, I will say on this. Okay, maybe not an insight. Medicine
Okay.
or history.
Medicine.
That's a good one. That's smart.
Yeah. That's a 21.
Okay. You know, the average elf lifespan will go up to 750 years is pushing it for elves.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
And these two look like they are pushing it.
Okay.
However,
Pushing it real good.
when you look at the portrait with Aeren and his parents, Aeren looks almost unchanged. They look much younger.
They've been aging fast, he was saying.
Mm-hmm.
Also, when we were introduced to her, would she have given us her name?
Yes, Nasara,
Nasara.
Dominion and Nasara.
This is a beautiful home and estate here with a. And I'll just kind of gesture to the green ring.
It certainly has provided what we needed.
Your reputations precede you. Aaron's told us quite a bit about what you've done here for, well, I guess all of civilization in a way.
What is this boy been telling you?
When you travel far and wide, Father, people want to know many things, and, well, the rails are an important piece of connective tissue between all on Jowdek. Naturally, it was, well, hard for me to contain where I came from. But trust me, I'm not boastful.
Boastful, no. Proud.
Yes.
Quite.
I see you've gotten to know my son.
As much as he'll let us.
And where is it that you all... Well, how has this come to be?
There's far too many stories to tell in just one sitting here. We could fill a book with the the things we've seen and encountered, but we recently came from Venture, believe it or not. Do they get regular news? Or would they have known of the culling?
Ask him.
Okay. Okay.
Let's just immediately jump into politics.
I know. I'm just like curious if they would have cared to keep up with the regular happenings of the city, or if they're choosing to be in their isolation. I'm curious about that. Okay.
At this point, the far door to the opposite side opens, and a cart is pushed in. You can see a multi-tiered platter, along with a section for teapot and multiple cups. You see a human figure that you actually don't recognize, pushing it in. Oh, fantastic. Reginald here has a meal for us. Would you all please join us in some tea?
I'll find a seat and politely sit.
I'm going to mirror how everyone else sits as best as I can.
I'm going to impolitely sit.
Spread legs.
who has been identified as Reginald. He is a human looking male, kind of in his mid to late 20s. He has a well put together white smock on top, very clearly a chef's chef, as he brings out small platters and places them on the tables in between each of the settees to give as much access as possible. You can see a 3-tiered stack platter that seems to have a combination of small sandwiches, small scones, and the top tier has some small cookies as well.
Perfect.
As Reginald leaves this and retires to the door, Osmond comes in and begins to serve.
Wow. I'm not sure if you've kept up with the local news, Father, but Venture has been, well, undergoing some hard times, and we were able to witness some tragedies, unfortunately, firsthand within its walls, and we are freshly returning from that endeavor, though we are happy to say that all of us were unscathed in that.
Well, relatively.
My goodness, I had not heard of too much lately. How recent would this have been?
Within the week.
Oh, I see.
So, if you care to know more, information is available to you, but best not concern yourself with the happenings of someplace so far off. Huh?
I tend not to these days. I've spent enough time concerning myself with far off. I like to focus on the here and the now.
Here and now, yes. There is a matter of business that we would like to discuss with you both, if you are up to it. I know your schedules are your own, but, well...
Schedules are wide open, my dear.
Finn and Andy here are both representatives of the Aetergogue, conservator, and a... oh my god. Lore Keeper, oh my god, yeah, I was like, so much in my brain right now. And Lore Keeper, respectively. And, well, we all kind of, well, fell in with each other pursuing efforts that are certainly noble. But we have actually hoped to ask you some questions about the rail, if you could. It would help all of us greatly, actually.
Sara looks confused for a moment as Dominion places a hand on her shoulder. We can do what we can, of course.
Well, some of us have traveled via the rail, though some of us have not been adventurous enough to ride each and every way from Saros Manor to Nearth Cadril or Nearth Nocta. Those lines are currently running and active and heavily trafficked, though it's recently kind of come to light that, well, sometime far long ago there might have been more rail lines leaving from Saros Manor going elsewhere. Would you have any remembrance of that from your work?
As Dominion takes a moment, said, it was so long ago, son. Perhaps I can... As he kind of deflates slightly. I'm not quite sure. Unfortunately, most of that time is feeling for me. As Nasara. Which time, darling? Our work on the rail, dear. On the rail. Yes, dear. We are so happy to have you back.
Yes, of course. I've learned many a thing while I was away, and from what you taught me, Mother, and I was able to, I think, with the help of some other very learned individuals, expand upon your teachings. And I believe for this question or purpose that I have here, I may be able to help you remember, or you might be able to show me something that you yourself cannot recall. It would be some work from both of us, but it would help us greatly if you would allow it.
Son, Aeren, I think that perhaps having you here and having this time to reconnect, perhaps we can take some time to be a family for a moment.
Yes,
please,
of course.
Enjoy.
This is delicious, thank you.
As he begins to cough,
Thank you.
Dominion takes the device on his leg, removes the mask, and
I'll just kind of go quiet. I'm kind of embarrassed, and that did not go how I was hoping, so I think I just kind of sit back for a little bit without saying anything.
how have the travels been?
They've been eventful.
That's exactly the word I was going to use.
Aeren kind of truncated things. We actually first met in Riversmeet, if you can believe it, that far, and yet 3 of us hail from this city. But I haven't been here in 50 years, so it's a strange homecoming, to say the least.
That is very interesting. Did you... when did you leave?
Right after the walls opened. My family was part of a group that, as soon as the opportunity presented itself, we found greener pastures, so to speak.
Very interesting.
Much more recent homecoming for me. In fact, looking out the window, do I have a sense of where our estate would have been? Like, how near are we to where?
You are a couple of districts away. Using the lake as a point of reference, from this angle, you would have viewed it from the completely opposite direction.
We grew up actually not far from here, right on the other side of the lake there.
Oh, that's... And what is it you do?
I'm a lawkeeper of the Aetergogue. This is my partner, my conservator, Andy. And it's been an eventful couple of weeks since I left the walls.
Can imagine.
We have traveled by ship, on foot, by cart, auto cart, and in a day or two's time we'll be taking the train.
Oh, will you?
We will. Yeah, heading south.
Yeah. You have a beautiful home.
Thank you.
Is it a family home or?
It is, yes. This is ours. This is where we raised Aeren.
Yeah.
Was he as stubborn as a kid as he is now?
I like to think that he had a mind for what he wanted, or at least an idea.
Well, I think you've taught him very well. I'm a practitioner of magic as well as studied in the arcane, and I've been quite impressed with his ability and, well, your specific notation. Beautiful.
Thank you. Practitioner of the arcane.
That's right.
What is it you do?
Oh, it's a lot of research and a lot of note-taking, really, but I'll just prestidigitate a little sparkle in my hands. And it's mostly for show.
And where did you learn this?
At the Aetergogue, are you familiar?
Yes. Did you spend time at the Aetergogue?
A few years, yes.
What were you doing there?
Studying, mostly. Learning, practicing.
And now Finn gets to spend his time in the lands looking for things to bring back and to record the happenings outside the city. That's his job.
It is a dangerous place out there.
So I've discovered.
We're very grateful to be traveling with your son. You should all be very proud of him. He's one of the more dedicated and faithful people I've ever met.
Loyal.
Fiercely.
So, thank you for welcoming us into your home and giving us such delicious food.
It's amazing.
You're quite welcome. So, how long until you head off?
Oh, probably within the next day.
Yeah.
We're kind of on a pretty strict timetable. There's some things in motion that it's best to meet them quickly. Yeah.
Do you need a place to stay while you're here?
No, we've our own accommodations in
Sure.
the city. Yes, of course.
Kept your room exactly as you left it.
Thank you.
Oh.
We all run.
Suddenly I need to use their water closet.
It might be trapped.
Exactly as he left it.
That sounds appropriate.
Yeah, try.
That's where Gwen went.
Oh no.
I have been stabbed by a door in this campaign,
No.
so
No, unfortunately, it is a brief stop here. We have pressing business, so I want to make the most of it while I'm here. Forgive me my steadfastness in business only.
That's nothing needing forgiving.
We would very much appreciate your knowledge on certain areas of expertise when the time is right. Otherwise, this is a reunion and, well, a chance for my friends to learn something about me for once.
I can offer you what expertise I have on. How do any of you enjoy gardening?
oh, love it.
Dwathy is especially talented.
I will then have to find some time to show you what the ground is.
I would absolutely love to see what you have grown.
Would you care to?
Yeah.
Certainly. That's sort of what I do.
Yeah, maybe in a moment.
Take your time, please. I know we said we were on the timetable, but we also sort of have nothing but time. It's sort of a weird place to be in.
Yeah.
An idle afternoon. And besides gardening, how do you fill your days?
Well, I like to spend time in my study. I enjoy a good read.
Me too.
And I have found this room to be very comforting as she stares up at the windows. The view from here is spectacular.
It's very beautiful.
Would I know? Addressing an elder. Are there any honorifics that I should use?
Nothing specific to Elven culture.
Okay. I feel weird just calling you by your name. But Lady Nasara,
I do technically have that title, yes.
okay, good. I'm sorry. I don't do a lot of this. Osmond mentioned at the door that you knew that someone was coming, and we've heard a little bit from Aeren of your talents.
I see a twinkle in her eye. For the first time, she has been conversational, but for a moment, you see a flame come alive.
Does that come naturally to you, or did you learn that?
It was a gift from the divine spark, you could say.
I can see that.
I know Aeren has also been given it as well, though I think he has much more of a knack of using the gift and coaxing it along. And mine has been very useful, but I don't believe something that I could truly master.
Did you use it when building or rebuilding the trains?
As Dominion chuckles, it kept us alive, certainly.
Well,
I don't think Aeren would be here without it.
I don't know that we'd be here without Aaron's gift, and if I do say so myself, he's picked up a number of new things as well, but well trained, well learned.
You learn the fundamentals and then you build upon them. I think I've done that in my own way and, always following in your stead. So I hope to keep building more.
I'm pretty sure each of us owe at least a little bit of something to your knack.
Yeah.
Well, it's nice to know that it's a gift that keeps on giving.
Precisely.
Dear, would you like some air? Yes, I think that I would love to take a walk if any of you would care to join.
Please.
Absolutely.
I would love to.
Please come along. As she stands. She, for seeing her move for the first time, seems to be more spry than her husband, standing up with very little effort and walking with a decent pace as she heads towards the glass wall. She finds a handle latched between two of the beams of wood and opens as one of the windows is in fact a door that leads out to the back porch that has continued to wrap around from the porch in the front. And as you continue to follow, Aeren, you feel a hand on your shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't mean to be brusque or rude.
No, Father, I forgot my place.
No, you hadn't. It's simply that your mother's memory is not what it used to be, and asking her to think back, and I think it pains her more than anything.
I know. I spent so much time learning and forcing myself to recall things that I learned so long ago that I've perhaps forgotten how difficult it is for you both to hang on to what you have.
We have each other, and what with my body and her mind, we create a function.
Let's take a stroll, Father.
As you enter out into the gardens, the back gardens of the Kedrithrian estate are well kept. They are in immaculate condition. It has created almost a hedge maze of knee-high flowers, where occasionally you will see a full shrub arch that has made a place where one could get lost but still be able to see everything in this back area. And Nisara is fervently taking you through on a tour and showing you each and every different species of plant that she has cultivated and all of the flowers that she is very proud of. Though her mind may be going, she seems to be able to recall each of these very well.
Of course.
I'm listening very intently.
Have you done any of your own hybrids?
I have not, actually. The idea was, it occurred to me, but something about letting nature take its course and being there both as an observer but as a guide seemed most appropriate.
You're a wonderful caretaker. This is beautiful. There's some folks in the Garden District in Venture that could use some tips, I think.
Oh, you flatter me.
So many beautiful species. Do you happen to have a favorite?
I do. It's a little cliche, I would think, but as she takes you over to the rose section, something about these always... I always have this sense of a new life. I don't know where it stems from, but...
Well, according to some iconography that I just learned about, it makes sense. My family also shares a kinship with that feeling.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to fully ask, but we wear it, so these are stunning.
And your family, where are they from?
Well, they're from here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, spent most of my life here. Well, not anymore, I guess, but grew up here, and we live kind of out in the wilds now.
Oh, you left the city?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Not terribly far from here, but further than most city folk would want to leave.
Well, as she turns back to the flowers and appears to get lost in them for a moment.
Gardens are healing, you know? They heal us, they heal the ground. I bet you are very happy here.
We are. We absolutely are.
That is good.
I know we've only been here for a little bit, but observing her and her memory, is it something that when it touches certain topics, it's worse than others? Like the second we start talking about like super far back or the trains specifically, is it triggered, I guess?
You have?
That's a good question.
Give me an insight.
That's a really
Yeah,
good question.
I'd like
too.
to as well, just in the sense of like, is it a long-term memory problem or a short-term memory problem?
That's a 24.
Damn, dude. Okay.
I know.
You're on fire.
And for you, Andy, I'll say this will be a medicine.
Ah,
It's a good roll.
that's a soft 20.
So 20 and 24.
Wow.
Icon with a 24, there doesn't seem to be any visible reaction to her when certain other topics are hit. You've definitely noticed that when asking to go far, far back, she got very lost very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
But similarly, there hasn't been anything that would lead you to believe that topics are what are causing this.
Mm-hmm.
Andy, for you, you've also noticed very much some, again, long-term
Mm-hmm.
memory. But there have been the occasional very brief or like new things that have
Mhm.
been shaky to grasp.
Right.
It seems that maybe her midterm might be the strongest right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I've just noticed things were said and she's asking
Uh-huh.
questions again. So,
Yeah.
okay.
It'll take a couple of times for him to probably
Yeah.
settle in.
Okay.
I just you can kind of tell in my demeanor that I desperately just want to talk to them about the trains and how but like it really doesn't seem appropriate, and so I don't know what to say.
How is Aeren holding up?
I've definitely held back. I've walked these gardens hundreds of times, so I don't need the tour. I'm kind of more reveling in somebody else, taking in what I call home, and kind of letting you guys, be kids in the candy store for a little while. And I think it's a quiet contemplation of of putting their needs ahead of mine, while also feeling like there's some type of compulsion to get what we came for. So there's kind of a pained look of mental calculation happening as I kind of hang back a little bit.
Actually, around that time, I was thinking I was going to turn back and just.
I know
Just-
the
It is beautiful. Thank you so much for bringing us. It's very pretty.
it's yes, tediously manicured, and well, it helps anchor everybody in their own way. So
Do you do all of this yourself, or do you have some help?
As you look back to ask Nasara, she seems to have gotten lost in the flowers. and asking that, it doesn't hit her at all.
Yeah.
She's
This
just
is when I stop talking.
staring. Dominion walks up. Darling, dear. And she has a moment of her eyes fluttering. Oh, hello. Her eyes blink repeatedly. I think if you all wouldn't mind waiting here a moment. And Dominion raises his hand to wave at the house, where you can see Osmond turn and go inside. I think my wife needs to lay down for a moment.
Of course.
As he then turns and begins to walk her back through the garden. He gets to the edge of the house, and you can see Osmond return with Gwen, who you recognize.
Right.
You all see a humanoid-looking figure, looks to be middle-aged, dressed in a white apron. Looks kind of similar to the chef's clothes, but sleeves have been rolled up, and she leads Nassar inside.
Is it just the five of us out here?
At the moment, yes. Dominion is there speaking to Osmond, but he has not gone back inside yet.
Aeren,
Yes.
your family's wonderful.
You do your family name proud.
They've earned their comforts, and they enjoy them.
They've earned it.
Yes.
You can tell that they still know where their heart is, and you can still tell that you live very close to that.
Yes. I think time away has shown me just how just how well they cared for me, and how capable I have become in many things because of their dedication to me, and to our family because of it. The the portrait was a shocking reminder of just how far along their condition has afflicted them. So I was not prepared for that, to be honest.
Yeah, you look
I'm sorry.
practically the same.
We painted that right as the walls opened
Oh.
to commemorate the new age, if you will.
Did they know this was going to happen?
That-
When they
What do you mean?
when they went out, did they know?
I don't think anybody knew what would happen in the moment. Everybody knew that there was risk involved in various ways, but we are only a short breath away from their work being completed, as far as I'm concerned. Sorry to those of you who do not live as long as elves,
I'm
but
not offended.
but as far as I'm told, there was no way of anticipating this type of erosion.
I'd hazard a guess they assumed the risk were far more short-term and imminent than all of this.
Perhaps. I think they were far more focused on threats of the wild
Right.
than anything else.
Either way, they were very brave.
Speaking of I know you jumped into business. Does your father or mother have a study, or do you have a family library? Because I don't think your mom...
I thought delving their memories would be more direct, but I think that is...
Magically.
Possibly. I don't think the magic I have is powerful enough, but there's always a fleeting chance that something was ready to burst through the surface. Yes, they both keep studies. I cannot attest to their condition. It might be a rat's nest for all I know.
Sounds like
Dominion returns. I'm so very sorry for...
No,
Please,
of course not.
don't
It's
apologize.
perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. We're not put out at all. She has her care, and she'll be better in a bit. Yes.
I'm
Should be, yes.
just honored to see her garden.
It's beautiful.
Now might be a far better time if you had questions of us, of me.
Yes. Might we go to your study, Father? I think that might be an appropriate setting for this.
Very well. It might be a little cramped with all of us, but if you don't mind standing,
Not at all.
Certainly not.
please. As he leads you back towards the home, you re-enter into the grand room where you can see the food is being put back onto the cart by Reginald. Passing through the same door that you entered, you turn towards the right, down a long hallway. Walking down, the first right that you take enters into a moderately sized study. You see a window to the far end of the room looking out over the porch, and a very similar room. It seems that most of the rooms here have a view of something. A large wooden desk with a chair that is facing back into the room with the windows behind. You see bookshelves to either side. They are a combination of filled with both books, but also small statuettes. Nothing gaudy or extravagant, but very neatly put in place.
What about gaudy, as in like religious?
Oh.
Give me a perception check.
Given the gaudy yaddy yaddy.
Oh my god.
That's a 22.
Jeez. You guys crushing.
We are rolling good tonight.
Yeah.
Just wait for comment.
I know.
Hopefully not here, man.
No, not here.
You see a few titles that appear. You see a book on divine archetypes. The closest thing that you see to religious is you see an object that you recognize, or at least a design on it that you recognize. A small shield on a placard that has been put into the bookshelf. And you see gemstones that are one in the center with a similar chain link motif that you saw on the banisters. But this is identical, or at least the symbol is identical to Aeren's necklace.
I was wondering if that's what it was.
Well, I hope you don't mind if I sit.
Please.
As he goes behind his desk and takes a seat, I would offer, there's, well, the one.
That is all right.
Well, I think, yes, to put it plainly, Father, we we would love to know if in your work beyond the walls of Melos Machina, if you were ever privy to the knowledge of rail lines leading from the city to destinations that are not Nereth Cadril or Merrignacta. I think that is our largest curiosity at the moment.
Specifically towards the north, if that helps, but anywhere.
Your mother and I, most of our work began on the rail. Far closer towards at least the completion of the great recoupling. We had all of the information that we were given was focused on that. And then eventually the following, the second, towards the south. Nothing ever of any northern lines. It was only ever the two we worked on.
Well,
It was an interesting request. Something taking you north.
possibly, my friend Duathi here, well, we believe she might hail from that direction, though it's putting together a piece of a puzzle that, well, we do not know the image of. She can tell you if she likes.
I mean, it's not much to tell. I got sort of lost. But and I haven't really. Everything here is very unfamiliar, but coming here to Melos Machina, I realized that near my village there are these tall obelisk shapes, and they're the same as your train lines.
Though the one near Dorothy's village is not functioning or has been decommissioned or
I did not know that they were.
is not of the known pathways. So that leads us to believe that there were other lines once in use and were not reconnected or have been lost or forgotten to time itself. And if we can help her return home, that would be a great boon.
I imagine there certainly were more. We only ever reconnected 2 cities. I imagine there were many, many more cities.
It's sort of what I've been told.
We were given material to help in the reconstructions and the repairs. Materials that fit the waypoints, that clearly were for them. Some appeared to be new, but I imagine others were harvested.
Were you ever forbidden to go anywhere in your work?
Forbidden, no. Able to. Though I know we've told you stories of what we did, and I know as you got older, the stories would become more real. But I don't know if I ever truly encapsulated the sheer horrors of working outside those walls. Without the protection of the Order, we wouldn't have survived. With the protection of the Order, we lost many. Thousands died working on these.
The conditions, or... I don't want to make you upset.
It's all right. As he reaches down.
Was it environmental, or also just the nature of what you were working with? We've seen what, like, core. I'm sure you're familiar with that.
I am.
But were the dangers more of what was and possibly still is out there?
More of the latter.
Do you mind describing anything that you remember? We've encountered some, as you said, truly horrifying things on our own travels. And we just wonder if they're related.
Have you experienced the snow?
Is that something I would know from where I'm from?
In the winters, it would get a little frosty. The city itself, in the winter seasons, can get snowfall.
I have, Father.
Leaving the walls was like walking into the howling winds of a blizzard. Not able to see more than the length of the caravan ahead. But silent. It was a wasteland. And then out of nowhere, creatures would come, as if they could see you and they knew that you were there, and then they'd be gone.
Did they seem to be able to vanish and reappear, almost like...
It felt that way.
This silent blizzard. Forgive me, I'm quite young comparatively. To me, the Ashen Veil is but a concept. Is what you described, this silent, howling blizzard, this poor visibility, is this what the Ashen Veil was?
I believe we were in it, yes.
How is it that it was pushed back?
I do not know. We worked expecting to die, but we worked knowing that without the reconnection, that the cities would die. We had no idea that it would go away.
Thanks to you and the work that you did, I was able to come here and learn more about what I love. So, thank you.
Thank you.
My first ride on the train was truly incredible.
I've been told it is.
Have you never ridden yourself?
I have not.
And you said you specifically worked on the train to the south.
We worked on both. However, it was mostly the southern, but we finished the first.
Father, does the name Kano Vatek mean anything to you?
Vatek. Kamo Vatek. Can't say that it does.
It's a name of a city I'd never heard of that I found in the Aetergogue library, and I was hoping you might know it to be to the north. But that's something for another team to research, it seems. Should we ask him about the Dark Beacon?
Yo, daddy.
Why not?
I don't think you can ask your group that when you have your dad in the room.
We're just like, should we? Hey,
Yeah.
hey besties.
All right. Father, I know it might be a long shot, but if you have any documents or journalings or at best charted maps of your work that we might look upon so that we could help find our way towards Dorothy's village, we would be eternally grateful. It would be more than the Aetergogue could offer us, which I think in your lifetime is something rare.
It's funny you should mention maps. I recall there being a very strict rule. We were never given any.
You had guides then, I'm assuming?
Very.
Do any of them still live?
I don't know.
Very well.
It was a collection of... When we were working, it was a collection of civilians, like myself and your mother, and Aetergogue, a small number of conservators, and members of the Order leading the charge.
Of course.
Very well.
Forgive me, I don't remember. What exactly did you do, for the Great Recoupling?
I worked with my hands very well. I climbed the waypoints. I installed I was essentially a mechanic. However, your mother and I both, working as much as we did, what made us invaluable is that we kept living. We knew how the work was done. We knew your mother knew when to duck. And we kept going, and out there knowledge was priceless.
It still is.
Training new people to come in. Many of them would die before they got the hang of it.
Wow. Did you and your lovely wife and the order folk, how did you take care of the dangers? Were there anything that worked best, or was it just stay out of the way?
For many of us, it was staying out of the way, ducking into the iron carts, letting the god do what they did, letting the deacons do what they did, and then hoping for the best and moving forward again.
I was afraid you would say that. Thank you.
Sounds like you were both lucky to return with your lives, in no small part due to your talents. Amongst the others that happened to make it back post-recoupling, well, forgive my impudence, but your afflictions, are there others suffering the same?
I cannot think of a single other person that I knew on that damned expedition who was still alive.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
Actually, if you would excuse me for a moment, I think I might go check on my wife.
Of course.
Please make yourself at home.
Thank you for the information and for your service to the order.
Thank you very much.
Truly.
As he stands and shuffles out of the room.
I think I'll go close the door.
Okay.
Well, friends, I'm sorry, but we've hit another dead end.
No, you
Don't
didn't.
be sorry.
It's not a dead end.
This is more we've ever learned.
Here I was, thinking how exciting to build such a big, important thing, and it sounds like it was mostly torture.
The cost. It's unimaginable.
It's still happening. Do you remember the spider in the cave?
Yes, that's the first thing I thought of too.
Well,
The prowling fields are full of creatures that probably never fully left.
there was something strange about some of those wolves, too.
Yes.
This silent blizzard. Dorothy, did you encounter anything like that?
Even any folklore from
I'll kneel down in front of Dorothy. Dorothy, look at me, please. What are you thinking right now? Plain and simple.
That I'm very afraid.
Yeah,
So are we.
it's okay. I just find your hand and squeeze it.
I know you've not known much of our society, but the Ashen Veil is unmistakable. Would anybody from your village know of that?
You're safe right here, Dawafi.
So, you know how we've been talking about the horrors beyond the wall and all the scary things and all of that. I'm starting to think that I am a horror from beyond the wall.
Dwathi,
What?
you are not a horror, you are a gift.
Why would you think that?
Because before I woke up in that room,
I take your other hand at this point.
the what your father was describing, that's how the sky looks. I don't that's how everything is.
Dawafi.
That's how everything is where you're from?
Look, Dwathi, we've encountered dangers, we've encountered horrors. You are not that.
Aren't I?
No.
Dawafi. You are different than many of the folk that we run into, yes. But you are not a horror. You're something that has survived in conditions that most things didn't. That's survival, not horrifying.
And unless you made a regular practice of attacking anybody that came near.
You did try to hit me with your stick when you woke up, but also, to be fair, that was like the first thing that you woke up to was a stranger in a strange room.
But the things that you're worried about, like what the spider can do, can any of you do that?
No.
I can.
Yeah, but a spider can't help a city regrow its gardens.
Are you made of metal somewhere that we're not sure about?
No.
You like to convert people into mindless thralls?
No.
Not seen anything poisonous jump out from from your arm or your leg.
Just because you're from where the monsters are from doesn't mean you're also a monster.
I'm from here and I'm not boring.
With what you've told us of your cities or your villages, your families, protections, your way of life, it sounds like you deal with the same horrors.
You weren't allowed to go near the waypoints because of the scary things that are there.
We don't have anything like those dogs.
I don't think
No,
No.
that's
Anybody
not
has
what I'm
those.
saying.
those seem to be a newer development anyway.
And we still don't know everything that was out there. There's
Seems like those were created.
potentially.
But if you say that the sky is like that, Well, then we look for the sky that is a howling blizzard. That's how we find your way home, Duarthi.
And I'll walk into that blizzard for you.
I think
Don't
all of us would.
I think you probably should. It sounds like it's very bad for you.
Duarthi, there are many things that we shouldn't have done and have done.
Yeah.
We're far beyond the point of shouldn'ts.
Aeren and I confronted a cult leader to his face.
Yeah.
God, the cult.
And I've been punctured by one of those creatures.
Yeah.
I was gonna taste what it was.
I'm very glad you did not do that.
Yeah.
I'm glad to.
I know it's scary. But you're not that. And none of us are concerned that you're even close to any of those monsters.
If anything, perhaps it is a boon. If the Ashen Veil has shaped those creatures out there, it sounds like your tribe's been there for as long as they can remember. Perhaps you're immune. Perhaps this is a good thing.
Perhaps.
Duarthi, you know the bramble and poison ivy grow in the same plot of land. You may be a little prickly sometimes, but that's on purpose and for good.
I've certainly been out. When your walls opened, 20 years ago, I had already been studying to be a druid for longer than you've been alive now.
Mm-hmm.
And I am okay, I guess. So
You're better than okay. You're marvelous.
Every day we find more and more of what it means to connect our lives and yours. And while my parents did not have the precise instructions on how to get you there, we know more than anything else. And with that, I will leave here with hope, Duarthi, that we can get you home. No matter what it costs, no matter where it takes us, we'll get you there.
sort of what I want to know now is why it isn't here anymore.
How is it pushed back? Yeah.
You know, that's what I do. I'm supposed to heal things and heal the earth, and that's sort of what I've been doing since I was a child. And
Well, you're quite good at it.
I just don't know how I'm supposed to heal things, knowing that there's a better way. That there's something, or I'm just hoping it's not just time.
But it might be.
Time, presence.
Would I know of any, folklore or fireside story of what recessed the Ashen Veil? Was it divine intervention? Was it some sort of magical arcane wizard team that worked from 4 different locations?
Wizard team.
It very much was like your father said, there was the expectation that this was going to be life.
Mm-hmm.
Until one day it wasn't.
And no one claimed responsibility?
No one claimed responsibility. The order claimed that it was safe. And expeditions began to be made outside of the walls to test that safety.
I feel like they would have claimed responsibility.
And
if they could.
Eventually, it was deemed safe enough that the walls opened.
The core that powers these waypoints must be quite powerful.
Yeah.
Maybe it has something to do with that.
But I also worry about... Are your parents' conditions from being out in the Ashen Vale or being in close proximity to core for that long?
Well, close proximity to that much.
Yeah.
The way Lord Dominion answered your question about the environment, I got the impression it was more from the Vale, but it's hard to say. I mean, the Conservators work with core often.
But not that much.
Sure.
But we've also seen what that much core can do. The culling of Venture is a small fraction, I think, of what one of those waypoints went off.
Yeah.
Is there core inside the waypoints?
I don't know. It seems like Dominion was installing something. I don't know anything. I'm not an engineer.
I know. I'm
I mean, I
probably
can't think
asking
of
the wrong
anything
rules.
else that could do it, but
Above table,
Mhm.
did I get a good sense of like how big the piece of core that was in the, bomb
Mm-hmm.
would have been
Mhm.
with the
Mm.
the
Sure.
Smart
pins?
question.
And so, I will
like
say-
what size is that compared to the shard that we had?
Absolutely. And there is a three-tier differentiation
Yeah.
between core.
Yeah.
So there's core stone,
Right.
the raw ore,
Right.
core shards, which are
Mhm.
broken from the refined core,
Mhm.
which are typically, once the ore is refined, turned into almost like a battery. So it is not
Okay.
just raw
Right.
ore, but it
Right.
has a casing and is
Right,
movable.
because then
Thick.
there would have been, possibly cases of this sort of thing happening to the
Exactly.
people mining it.
the Crackerjack was a shard.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
You imagine that the piece, the pieces that you were putting together, the piece of core, they tend to range in category from. Here, let me get the exact of this
Okay.
pulled up.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Delicious lore
I
drop.
love that he has like core categories.
Core category.
Yeah.
Core category.
Core
Categories.
values.
Core categories.
Yes.
Yeah, in Icon's mind, it's just like
Rock.
Magic rock?
Yeah.
Magic rock.
and like imagining,
Magic rock.
Yeah.
Magic rock.
and they all explode at the end of that brain.
All things lead to boom.
Mhm.
All right, I'm not finding my exact details right now, but
That's okay.
essentially there are minor, lesser, standard, greater, and grand.
Okay.
I believe what you found was a minor.
Okay.
I'm looking at I didn't delete it just because I wanted the info here, but I know I don't have any more. You don't specify.
Okay.
Wondrous item rare, up to the 4 spell slots.
You know that the rails are run on grand,
Okay.
and that it's not a single core that it works on those trains. It takes a couple.
Recouple.
You think that in the pieces that you could put together would probably fit a minor, maybe a standard.
Okay.
Oof,
Yeah.
that's pretty big still.
So I'll kind of explain that in the sense of like the damage that like minor or standard size core did to Venture, whereas how much is in the trains
Do you think... I don't know why I'm thinking about this now. That those creatures are attracted to it.
It's quite possible.
If
Though,
Because if maybe it's a coincidence that the boat was attacked, right?
Mhm.
Because they felt the presence of it and were drawn to it. Your parents were working with it, and the creatures were attacking them.
Well, those creatures in particular might be very different than the ones attacking the crews working on the
But-
trains.
Instinct is instinct, right? Even if there's a
Yeah.
there
minor connection.
are monsters at our obelisks.
Yeah.
There are.
That's why we don't go near them. But they're... So I am really overwhelmed.
It's okay. I haven't let go of one of your hands at all.
They're smart.
Mm-hmm.
Those ones.
Well, maybe it goes hand in hand, because if what we understand of the Age of Arrogance is true, core was rampant, the use was rampant.
Yeah.
And brought about the Ashen Veil.
Right. Andy,
Mm-hmm.
your hometown. They didn't mine core there, right?
No.
It was down in
It was in Aetergogue.
yeah.
But it hasn't been mined in a very long time. It's a it's a resource that just isn't mined anymore. I think that's
Is it
why
because it's not there? Or that it was no longer tenable?
I think it's more that the order
Forbid it.
doesn't want it to be mined. They would rather we work with the more finite resource that we have available than, I think, because they control the market of it, or try to, that they don't want more out there.
They want less, in fact. That's part of our
Yeah.
work, is to return it.
Well, the Dark Beacon is in Lokeed, right?
Yeah.
Which is near.
Yeah, it's very
It's
possible.
near.
It's near the old mines, relatively speaking.
And
I mean, they could be looking for more.
Yeah.
Dr. Sada's journals indicated caves, and that's possible.
I mean,
Shit.
I would assume it's very heavily guarded, but I don't know.
If you happen to have a friendly contact inside the Order, maybe it's
Mhm.
easier to access.
How many kinds of Chaunceys are there?
How many kinds?
Well, like, he should be able to dig, right?
Oh, right. Yeah, I was just never able to fix
Do you mean
the
machines for other uses?
Right.
well, or drill badgers specifically.
that are in working order outside the order.
in working condition.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't. I mean, they're used above table. I
Mhm.
would assume I found the parts because they're used in my hometown, just not for mining core.
You
Or was this like a relic that I found
this
pieces
is a relic
of?
that you found.
Okay.
They're outlawed. Their use for that kind of work, as
Yeah.
far as I understand it.
The Dark Beacon doesn't seem to care about what's
No,
lawful.
The Dark
obviously
Beacon could
not.
very well be making creations of their own, specifically designed to mine and harvest core from the very earth we walk on with Dr. Sada's ingenuity. It's even more purpose for us to stop them. Whether or not my parents' afflictions came from working with core or from the veil itself, it might be a convenient coincidence for whoever benefits from that, but the Dark Beacon intends to use a very volatile substance to harm those who are simply trying to live their lives as best they can.
Right. And they may be attracting the real horrors beyond the wall while doing it. We need to be prepared for not just the Dr. Sadas and the Corin Malls, but for those spiders, for whatever came out of that blizzard.
For what it's worth, your father is quite right. You don't really want to see them.
It's too late when you do.
Yeah.
Well,
Sometimes you don't always see them.
if your talents can keep us protected as they did your folks, well, it's lucky we know you.
I wish I had my mother's full breadth of power available at my fingertips, but it will take some more studying and some more, well, ideas to reach that level of competency, but I think I've got a decent handle on it, so.
I have a feeling we're going to have some practical applications
Yes.
to use it,
Yes.
unfortunately.
Why don't I show you the rest of the house?
Yeah.
And we can
That'd be lovely.
leave the existential ponderings in this room for a moment, huh?
Is there anything we need in here? Sorry, I know your dad, but we shouldn't.
Actually, no, you say that, and I want to look for if there's any type of writing ink on his desk.
Yeah, there's a quill and an inkwell.
I was looking at the components for illusory script before today, and it specifically needs 10 gold pieces of enchanted ink. And I'm curious if Dad's got
Does
some.
Dad have enchanted ink?
Knowledge
Sorry, not
daddy.
enchanted ink. It's just
Different
it's just
daddy.
a lot of ink.
Different
Just a lot of ink.
It's just 10 gold pieces worth of ink. So
Oh.
He's probably got a couple silver worth on the, in the inkwell there, but
There's a lot of places to buy ink.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Okay.
can buy ink.
Well, because I had a thought for maybe using it before he left, but if it takes that much ink, then I don't think I can do that.
I have an
Spell
inkless
it.
quill, so I can't really even help you.
Right.
I have some ink.
just someone keeping gallons of ink on
Oh,
themselves.
literally.
I like the
That's
smell.
a lot of ink.
Well, it says the spell consumes it, so I can't even use an arcane focus to substitute that.
I have a 1 ounce bottle of ink worth exactly 12 gold pieces.
Hey!
What the-
Okay, then.
Ink is
10
expensive.
gold pieces. Yeah, it is.
I don't know.
I'll yoink the stuff
Decent.
from my dad. I don't think he'll miss it. So, I'll start just like kind of rummaging through, and you'll see me, Finn, kind of look at the vials and be like, and I kind of just look around at all of the paper around me and be like,
If you need more ink, I have a bottle.
I would need quite a bit. The spell that I learned from you last night
Right.
needs quite a bit of layers and iterations.
What I was holding this for, but I haven't needed this spell yet, so.
Could one of you explain what the heck
Yeah, what's happening?
is happening?
Yeah, it's yours if you need it.
Thank you. Yes, I'll take this, and this hopefully will get you by until you can restock.
I was thinking if
Nice.
there's a book that we need in here, you're gonna what?
No, there's Finn lent me a spell that requires quite a lot of ink, and it can be quite useful in obscuring or disguising written communications.
Okay.
And as we progress further, we might be in need of some sort of documentation or correspondence in order to get us beyond certain doors, or whatever we might use it for. However, was not quite anticipating needing this particular component, so I'm happy that we've connected on that point.
It's all good. I don't even need it, so.
Thank you.
Okay.
But no, RJ can't think of anything else to look for in this room unless y'all want to give it a glance.
No, I don't want to rummage through your... it feels weird to rummage through your parents' stuff.
We've been invasive enough as is, I feel.
I wouldn't even know how to tell my hands to rummage through your father's things.
So when your mom says that they left your room exactly how you left it, at what age are we talking about,
can
Aeren?
we go look at your room? Please.
Yes, and...
Will you unbooby trap it?
Only 2 years ago.
Oh, okay.
So, I've lived here my entire life.
No teenage honorifics awards.
That's what pocket dimensions are for, Finn.
Oh,
Pocket dimensions.
interesting.
Sure.
I'll
Those are
op-
two words that go together.
I'll
Like
open the
back.
door
Yeah,
to the
like,
study,
like
and
that.
I'll lead everybody down the hall.
So you head down the hall into the grand entrance. We're going to take a very short break. So we'll be right back, everyone. We're going to take a 10-minute break. Go stretch your legs, get some water, take care of yourself. We'll be right back. See you then.
Hi, Dwight.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back. We hope that you've enjoyed your break. I know we enjoyed ours. Really quick before we dive back into the episode, thank you again so very much for being here. We hope that you are enjoying the show. If you are and you would like to support us here at the channel, there are a few ways that you can do that. First off, free ways you can do it are by liking, following. If you're on YouTube, subscribing. And also, most importantly, telling your friends about us. Letting people know about this cool show that's going on.
So
is
cool.
The best way to help us grow. If you would like to help support us monetarily, however, you can become a subscriber over on Twitch, a member over on YouTube, or you can head on over to our Patreon to become a patron. For those of you who are helping to support, you get access to some behind-the-scenes things. And for this show, you'll get access to our post-show hangout, where we're going to go hang out, talk as ourselves for a little bit, decompress after today's episode.
Lots
Can't
of
imagine
time.
why.
Imagine everything
Lots of
decompressing.
decompressing.
Who wants to go to their family home next?
Oh God, it's probably mine.
Yes, but like, it's going to be a while.
No.
Although it might be Finn.
I was gonna say we can skip. We'll go straight to yours.
Hurt me, knowledge, daddy.
Oh boy.
Anyway.
We played DM for like fun trauma.
Yeah, what warlock class is that?
Knowledge Daddy?
Knowledge Daddy.
Oh,
that's
no.
like the book one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, wait.
Pact of
Yeah, but they changed it. It's not really the same anymore. You don't really pact anymore. You evoke.
Anyway.
That's right.
Anyway.
We'll keep talking about that on our post-show Discord, post-show hangout. That's going to be over on our Discord. We'd love to see you there. With that being said, players, you ready to jump back in?
Oh, yeah.
No longer ready. But we'll do it.
All right. As you enter back into the main hall of the estate, Aeren, the floor is yours.
You follow me as I lead you up the right hand staircase compared to like the front entrance door. And as you do, you turn the corner, and it wasn't obvious at first because when you first walk into the home, you're first kind of taken by the fireplace and the elegancy of the construction. But as you climb the stairs, your eyes are kind of drawn more towards the top of the ceiling, where you see this really beautifully crafted chandelier. That's kind of hangs in like this abstract sphere of like twisted, almost double helix strands that kind of form a small like abstract blown out globe with little pockets of kind of blue and red and a little bit of violet kind of dotted throughout. There's a soft kind of ever-glowing light that kind of pulses from within it. Not enough to draw your eye to it, but it helps kind of, as you ascend the staircase, lighten up the second story. And as you get to the second story, I lead you immediately to the first door on the right. Very simple wooden door. I'd like to think this has a clicky handle, not a turny knob. Let's just be real.
Want to hear Kevin?
So I will put my hand on it, and I'll kind of just turn to you all and say, hopefully it's clean. I do keep pretty tidy, but I don't know the attention that they give the entire house. So, welcome in. I'll just kind of open the door wide open. And as we all kind of funnel in, you see a fairly decent-sized bedroom, almost as we, in today's terms, would probably consider the size of a master bedroom. On the back wall is another bay of floor-to-ceiling windows, and against it is set a large four-poster bed, not necessarily a canopy, but a very well crafted and maintained and polished wooden frame adorns I'm happy to see a well-made plush bed. The headboard has wood etchings of our family crest with the shades of blue and red that you associate with my pendant, painted to match exactly, and the same kind of chain or symbology that you've seen Aeren use often is carved into the rim of the bed frame itself, but it looks more like, from this distance, it looks more like a braid. Mm-hmm. It's only until you actually get up real close that you would actually see that it's a continuation of the family imagery. To the right of the door is a tall, very beautifully made armoire, and in the corner, just behind it, a full-length mirror with gilded silver framing, clawfoot stand. To the left, there is what looks to be like a wooden shuttered closet. And a small, simple nightstand sits on the right-hand side of the bed. A few drawers, a cubby that are at the moment empty. And to the right, to the other side of the bed, there is a doorway leading out to a balcony that is on the other side of the windows that the bed sits against. Don't think there's much to see at the moment, but yeah, this is my room.
It's a lovely space.
Finn, how much did you keep to your room growing up before the Aetergogue?
Quite a bit, and yours is far tidier than I ever got mine, although if we were to make a visit, I'm sure my father would not have kept it the way I had.
Would you keep yourself occupied, having no siblings? Or would you...
Reading, writing...
Mm-hmm. When you are not dedicated to schooling or other topics of work, I found myself often a bit of a hobbyist. So I'll walk over to the wooden slatted closet and I'll shutter it open, and you see an assortment of different. You see like a 2-foot deep closet with a wooden bench that runs the whole length, and you see an assortment of what looks like a crafting table. with various drawers and tools and tiny little instruments for numerous types of things. And off kind of to the side, you can see what looks to be like stacks of different rolls and reams of paper. And as I kind of open it, I'll kind of I'll look and I'll say, like, as I was studying and learning Mother's rituals and spells, I found myself wanting to find ways to incorporate the sigils in ways that were more three-dimensional. So I'll walk over and like underneath one particular section, I'll just pull open a drawer and you all see hundreds of folded origami shapes of like different like geometries, and some look kind of like animals even though they are very poorly folded. But all of them have different color, like the stationery themselves have different like shades and modelings of different colors from different inks and different washes, but all of them have what you would probably notice as fragments of spell script. And some of them are partial, some of them are gibberish, some of them are, it's literally a student's sketch notes of like how to work this all out, and failed and tried and failed, but couldn't keep himself to get rid of this memory of learning these spells. So in order to create what I took with me, I obviously had to start somewhere. So
your book.
Mhm.
And Aeren, so you're an artist.
I am 250 years old. I need to occupy my time sometimes. So it helped me. It helped connect me to my mother mostly, and this was the best way for me to really put it all together. I've held many odd jobs throughout the city in my life. I was a basket weaver at one point. I was an accountant for a bread maker, but this was the one thing that particularly drew me back to my family. These little balloons, or I don't know even what they call them. They're just paper, but
I'm gonna pick one up.
Yeah, same.
Do these function the same as your book, or?
No, I arrived at my book by failing at that, but it did lead me to the iterations that I carry, that I can recite on the spot. So,
Well, I can't even imagine what filling 250 years would feel like. My hobbies are far less impressive. This is magnificent. Thank you for sharing.
And I'm gonna just sort of point over towards the bed frame where there's the carving.
This is your family? This
Yes.
symbol is your family?
It's my family crest, yes.
What does it represent, if you don't mind?
It's essentially a symbol of unity and persistence through the ages. The three chains link in the center, and well, I'd like to imagine that that's Kiedrithans of the past, and their knowledge and their memories all coalescing on the present.
How old is this symbol? Just out of curiosity, how long has your family used it?
But I know.
Give me a history check.
Sure.
Dangerous damn words. All right.
I mean, it's your family history.
Right,
This
but
at advantage.
this is not something that we've covered yet.
Oh, it is.
Oh, okay. Then I don't have my notes ready like you do. That is a soft 20.
Yeah.
Remind me of the words. Those are the one part that's escaping me.
Oh God. Okay. Pause chat.
Everybody pull out their notes app.
Yeah, this lore drop is brought to you by Knowledge Daddy.
That's a new app. It's in
We're
development.
launching it. Keep your character's backstory information real put together
Yeah.
with Knowledge Daddy.
No orphans, though. Sorry.
TM.
Yep. You heard it here first, folks.
Yeah. If you say TM.
It's
3
legally
times.
binding.
If we don't have the words, that's okay. I can give you the rest of the history.
I don't remember. I don't remember the Jowdek phrase, but the English phrase, the common phrase, was "sacrifice brings safety."
Right.
Oh, I think. Oh yeah.
God, I wrote that down
said
like
that before.
years ago.
You heard it.
Oh my God! Yeah, and there is a Jowdeki, old
Mhm.
Jowdekian. It's old Jowdekian, right?
Jow-
That's what we're calling it.
I have to scroll back to
Ancient
our-
Jowdekian.
Ancient Jowdekian.
Upiro Dorsetti.
Yes, that's what it was.
Oof. Okay.
And this was given to you and your family as they were given their lord and ladyship as recompense and thank you for your parents' work on the rails.
That's right. Okay.
Okay.
And you specifically remember that the chains were meant to represent the reconnecting, and they were meant to be the lines of the rails.
That's right. That's right.
So cool.
And it was, sorry, sacrifice brings safety?
Yes.
Okay.
And are you looking at the crest is on there?
Yeah.
And as you look at it and remember all this, you realize there's 3 lines of chain.
Mm.
Yeah. No, that's definitely something I would have always known.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. 3 lines.
Well, because it's like there's 3 cities. Yeah, right. No, that's not how geometry works.
2 lines.
Finn, can I see your map, please?
Yeah, absolutely.
Dorothy, my parents were gifted this sigil as a thank you for their sacrifice to the order. So it's very new and very recent to our family. I'm going to take my pendant off. Finn, I'm not going to take that from you, but I want to lay the map out on my desk, and I want to put the pendant over Saros Manor and line up the 2 links that lead from Saros Manor
Okay.
with the map and see if it links like Manor to Cadril, Manor to Mirek Nocta, and see where the 3rd link
I
would
have
go.
stared at
The first link
art before.
goes to the southeast and
Okay.
lines up perfectly with the line.
The one we will be taking.
I want to flip this table so hard.
The one to
so-
the southwest lines up perfectly with the line leading to Mirek Nocta. And the 3rd line heads towards the northwest
Straight into here, there be monsters.
and seems to be following in line with the lake that Saros Manor is connected to.
I'm going to rough it in.
Would you like for me to put it in for you?
Let's fucking go!
You have all
Whichever one you want.
whatever
throw
thing
up.
makes you think's right. Holy shit. We found what we were looking for.
We don't need. We do.
We have a
don't.
map. We have the map that we need.
How did
You're the map. Your family's the
You're
map.
the map?
But why would they keep that secret?
The line?
Yeah.
Perhaps
It's in your family
If it's in
freaking
the
crest.
but nobody knows about that
Well-
line.
Or nobody remembers.
hear me out. Hear me
I
out.
mean, but somebody does.
Yeah.
They recoupled near Cadro first
Yeah.
to gather material.
Yeah.
It was much later that Mirth Nocta was connected. What if they planned to reconnect the third line and just never got to it, or the dangers, the long-term effects, and they shut down the project?
I mean,
What if it wasn't meant to be a secret?
I don't know where those obelisks go to, but I've never seen a city like yours.
Scott, I don't think I've asked this since we've gotten the map. Donde está where I pulled Duathi out?
It's right. It's not far from Riversmead, as I recall.
Yeah.
I think it's like,
If you take,
is it west or north?
if you take where Riversmeet is,
There's upstream, I see.
and it was south of Upstrom, but definitely in that shaded area.
Okay.
Oh.
Well,
You wandered far.
Girl, help.
I don't know, man. Shit.
Okay. Well, this is sort of awkward. Because, I mean,
You fell in a river.
well, I don't remember.
You emerged from a river.
There
That's
are.
more accurate.
So,
Which I guess.
I didn't, I don't know if you really remember this. I didn't, when you were trying to say river, I didn't know what that was. I'd never seen it. We don't have, my village doesn't, we dig for our water.
Right.
It's
Well,
in the ground.
Oh.
Right, well,
Dominion said it was a wasteland where they were working. So if where you're from is similar. Okay.
It's,
You went far from home.
I was lost. Your father is quite correct. You can't. I've been sort of afraid that this is what this was ever since you started saying the words Ashenvale.
Yeah.
I was sort of afraid of this.
I'm
Don't
sorry, Duathi.
once you start walking and you lose track of where you are, you can't always go back.
It's like when we were in the fog.
Yeah,
no sense of direction.
no. And
Well,
it's not that I'm smart or knew where I was going. I just think I'm very lucky.
Oh, we are.
But I just sort of ran.
What were you running from?
The monsters at the obelisks.
Okay.
I got a little, you asked me the other day, and I didn't mean to avoid it. I just realized everyone else was listening, sort of. I got a little too close to them. It's my fault. I was sort of silly.
Curious?
No, I mean, yes, but I've always been sort of curious about them, but I was looking for my brother.
Yeah.
I know he's. I mean, I know he's dead, but
Maybe he also fell in the river and he'll just turn up someday
That's-
on our
I
adventures.
mean, I've sort of been thinking that since I got here,
We
but
can only hope, right?
he left. And
What was his name, Dorothy?
Loras.
Loris.
Um,
I think if somebody from your family was lost and started asking questions when they turned up, someone will know. So
but
don't think yourself foolish for holding on to that hope.
I still do a little bit. But I mean, after getting lost, it's hard to hold on to. But
Hope is a practice.
yeah. But anyway, from his footsteps, we know he went that way. So, I was sort of looking that way, and they take you if you get too close.
Who takes you? The
The
monsters?
monsters.
Hmm.
And
Well,
I got away, and after that, I didn't know where I was anymore. So
I'm rummaging in my side bag and I pull out the orb of direction. We have a way to make sure this doesn't happen again.
I hope so, because it's not just that you get turned around. It's that it's almost like you can retrace your steps sometimes even, and it's...
I see.
Anyway, I hope it works. That would be pretty cool. If we had one of those, it might, less people get lost.
We will hopefully find out someday.
There's a knocking, and as you turn, whoop.
Wrong screen pulled up.
Fold up the map.
Yeah. We're not doing anything.
Secrets, okay?
Oh, we fought so hard for that thing.
We're doing mushrooms in Aeren's bedroom.
Oh, we have them. Come on.
If ever there was a place like ours.
Osmond is standing there.
Yes, Osmond.
Your father would like to speak with you. I would have come up, but
Understandably, yes. Give me a moment, folks. Don't go snooping.
Do you mind if I look at some
Well,
of your
now I'm going to go snooping.
origami? I mean,
Yes,
I will-
please. It's hardly anything of note. It's mostly practice.
Do you
but
mind if I unfold it and then fold it?
Do whatever you like.
Okay.
It's scrap to me.
Great.
Well,
Just
Give me a
trying to
moment,
understand.
friends.
Okay.
Thank you.
And I'll walk out with Osmond.
as you walk downstairs, your
Look,
father
it's
is standing there waiting. He has his hands held together.
Oh,
Thank you, Osmond. Your mother's going to be laying down for the evening, but we hope that we can say goodbye before you go.
yes, yes.
She wanted you. She wanted to give you this.
Oh,
And as he opens his hand, you see a silver thread, a strand that is glowing. She said that she is sorry that she can't remember, and that she hasn't been able to do what she could in the past, but she could remember to do this.
I'll pocket it. I think I took off my traveling cloak, and most of my garment belts when we got here, but my waistcoat definitely has some sort of small ticket pockets.
I don't know how long it'll last.
Very well. I'll kind of take it And please, before we depart, I would like a word with both of you. But let me see to this first.
I will.
And I'll kind of hold it to my forehead. And as I do so, the pendant will kind of pulse a similar golden color, this time to receive a thought or a memory as opposed to generating one.
As you cast in code thoughts. You see all of this through first-person perspective. The first thing you see is a uniformed city that is covered in snow. You don't recognize it, but you do see a wall. You then find yourself kneeling in a temple of the Melos. Flashing forward, you find yourself being teleported to Seros Manor, seeing it for the first time as the towers of the city raise up to a layer of smog above. It is not the city you remember. Then again, in a temple of the Melos, as a call for volunteers to work on the rails is made, a gentleman comes in. A handful of people stand and join to leave, but you do not. Flashing forward to working in a smith's, honing your skill, you see your hands in front of you, your mother's hands, pounding away at metal. Flashing forward back to the same temple, a different robed figure comes in, asking for a call for volunteers. You stand and join. You find yourself seated in a briefing room with a robed member of the order pointing and giving directions to a map on the wall. And you see highlighted the rail to Seros Manor and Nerith Cadril, Seros Manor and Merrick Nocta, and 2 other lines circled and marked for removal. You now find yourself strapped to a tower, working. And as you look to your working partner to the side, you see Dominion, much younger. Flashing forward, you see yourself holding Dominion's hand, walking through the streets of Seros Manor. Flashing forward again, you find yourself in a haze. It is a world of gray and dark, and there's a caravan ahead of you, and you are carrying tools. And as you are carrying tools, a massive winged creature flies in, grasps 2 people in front of you, and flies away as you dive into an iron cart, locking the doors behind you, as you and Dominion stare at each other. That vision of Dominion's face forms to now being in a home, but not this home. It's much simpler and more like a cottage. There's a very serious conversation happening. And that face forms and molds until you look down and you're holding a small child in your arms. You hear a voice. You look over and you see Simidor Volthus. Let me help you. Looking back down at the baby, the floor beneath you molds and changes until you look up and you are staring out at the lake of the sunroom that you are in now. And the light vanishes until you are standing back in the great hall of your home.
I don't won't hide my tears. I just look at my father in the face and I very much would like to see Mother now.
He doesn't say a word and turns and leads you back towards their bedroom. He opens the door and she's laying there. I knew we were expecting company.
Yes, Mother. It's been so long. But I'm so happy to see you. Is Osmond still with us?
That's you and your dad and your mom.
I would love a moment for you, with you two, please. I can only stay for just a little. My friends and I, they've already said hello and goodbye. Don't worry yourself. They love your garden, and they're very, very impressed by your work. But Father, would you close the door, please?
Closes the door behind him.
Is there like a chair or anything that I can pull up next to the bed? I'll kind of pull the chair up and I'll, kind of sit perched. I've been away for some time, and I'm addressing both of them, but I'm really almost just talking to Nisara. I've been hard at work to ensure that your name lives on for the work that you've done. You've given me a great gift, Mother, and I hope I can do you proud. But I think my journey will take me on a very treacherous journey, and I would not be the wise man I am today if I did not at least tell both of you that there is a chance I might not return.
She reaches forward, offering her hand. I think you might. I have a knack for these things,
I do. You... They say the burden of knowledge can crush many men. But we elves are not men. Our lives are longer, and so our fortitude greater. In the time that I've been away from you, I've learned many things about myself, and I think it's important for you to know some of the things that I've discovered. Some of the consequences of your work that maybe you could not have foreseen. Mother, Father, you've done amazing things, but I've confirmed that our lineage ends with us, with me. You brought me into this world, and you've done so many things to see me thrive. But I will not bear that same gift as you. So I've dedicated my life to making sure that your efforts are not in vain, and I fight every day to make sure that the city is safe. And Simida has helped me with that. He's shown me wonderful ways to make to
You feel a hand on your shoulder.
I've learned things, and I've found a path of my own so that our name is not forgotten. We are leaving for some very important work. And if all goes well, then I will be, I think, awarded a rather noble station. And if you'll allow me, what I'm about to tell you stays just between the three of us, but I think it will ease my guilt in carrying some things for so long. Actually, I feel better telling you this because, well, there's a chance you might forget. And that makes it a little easier. But if we are successful in the work that Simida has set us up on, he will allow me to join the sacristy and serve the altar for years and decades until my life is no more.
Son, we did so much work for the city. We want you to do what you would like with your life. For you. And if that is for the city and for the order, then we're both proud.
You would do well not to tell Simida that I've told you this. It's actually... it's better that no one knows of my direction. But I could not leave here without you knowing where my life is headed.
And as the three of you sit by your mother's bedside, that is where we are going to end today's session.
God, group hug.
We don't all fit on that side of the table.
Thank you all so very much for joining us. We hope that you enjoyed the show.
I'm not crying, you're crying.
It's
We're going to go to our post-show hangout and cry a little bit. A reminder that we'll be dark next week and the week after that, but we will be back again. God damn. Have a great break. We'll see you soon. Goodbye, everyone.